Hello and welcome to Naval Action. This is VMAK2.x and this is a review of the LGV Refit. I really like this ship. This is one of my more favorite ships. So let's go over the basic stats here. This is one that I crafted. It's made out of white oak and teak. It's a very agile blue. It has 2 decks of guns, 38 guns. It's rank 6 and it has a battle rating of 40. Which that kind of makes it the top dog in the shallows. Speed empty is 12.15. It has a crew of 169 and a minimum crew of 118. Now your crew numbers in comparison to the LGV, the cargo version, you have way more crew. What is it? 55 more crew than you do on the regular LGV. And that's important because the LGV has a painfully slow reload for its cannons because it has such a smaller crew. There's not enough guys to load the cannons efficiently. So hopefully this extra 55 guys will vastly improve the reload for this ship. Um, Hull repairs, 3 per cycle. Rig repairs, 9 per cycle. It has hit point buffs to the sides, bow, stern, and hull. It has thickness buffs to the sides, bow, stern, and hull. It's a nice little ship. Let's look at the equipment. The lower deck is 20 guns, 4 to 9 pound, 12 to 32 pound carronades. So 4 to 9 pound cannons or 12 to 32 pound carronades. That's the exact same as the LGV. The difference between this and the LGV is that it has another 16 guns on the middle deck. They're 2-pound cannons. That's it. You don't get carronades. You don't get any other sizes. 2-pound cannons. Now these can be a blessing and a curse because the 2-pounders reload really fast. So you'll burn through your ball if you constantly fire this deck of 2-pounders. You know, you'll just be throwing ball away. And so you kind of gotta use these judiciously because that distance 2-pound balls aren't very effective where your 9-pound longs will be effective. You want to use these when you get up close. So I'll generally turn off this deck until I get close, like within 100 meters or so. You also get 2 guns on the bow, 4 to 6-pound cannons, or 12 to 24-pound carronades. So this ship has 18 more guns than the other LGV and enough crew to hopefully load them in an efficient manner. Because the LGV's reload, painfully slow. This LGV refit, hopefully it'll go better. It's a blue, so it has 3 upgrade slots. We're going to do the review with these empty. You can see the knowledge slots are all still locked up. I've not sailed this ship yet. And that's all we have for this box. Let's look at the hold. The hold holds 1K. It has 20 slots. Speed is 85% when it's empty. Now this 1K is the LGV holds 2K. So you have half the hold of an LGV in a refit. That's probably because you, I guess, got to make room for this extra crew. Who knows? But this is a benefit. This 1K hold size, once you get your cannons and your ammo and everything loaded, you'll have enough room to carry lots of loot in your hold. Whereas most other ships that you hunt with, you have very little cargo space. You generally have, if you're lucky, 150. This one's going to have, you know, 600 or more probably. We'll see once we get it loaded. And let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and load our ship up. We're going to put long guns on here. 2-pound guns. And 6-pound longs. So with our cannons loaded, our speed is 88%. We're 65.6 of 1K. Now I'm going to load on the basic loadout of ball, chain, grape, and powder. My figuring was all of these cannons, 20 rounds, rounded up, 800 ball. 20 cannons, 3 rounds of chain, 60, 2 rounds of grape, 40, and then that all figures out to under 4,000, but I rounded up for a little grace. Hull repairs are 3 and 9, 3 hull and 9 rig. So I've got 3 rounds of the hull repairs, 2 rounds of the rig repairs, and 160 crew. We'll take about 80 medicine. About 50%. So now we're up to 91% speed. Our weight is 137.4 out of 1K. So if you round that up to, let's say, 150, we still got a ton of room in the hold for loot. So that's a good thing. Got all of our supplies loaded, got our cannons loaded, got our crew, 169. It's too dark to see the ship. Let's look at paints. This is the default paint scheme. Very warship-like. There's a pirate scheme. It's rather drab. Classic white. This is very similar to the LGV's only paint job. And the LGV had this part painted white also. But that's an okay one. Molested. Classic gray. And I think this is the one that I'm going to go with because this is the most clean warship looking. So I'm going to apply that. So we got our paint applied. Everything's loaded. We've covered all the basic stats. And then this is going to be a little bit different video because I'm going to have 2 battle sections. There'll be one where I take on a comparable opponent. And then there'll be another one where I show exactly what I like to use this ship for. Why I like this ship so much. So there'll be 2 battle segments. So, and then of course the speed test in the open world. So let's get on out and do the speed test. Okay, here we are on the open world. Let's take a closer look at the LGV Refit. There's the bow ornament. Same as the LGV. The lion with the shield. Got our 9-pound longs loaded. There's the stern. Good looking ship. Three really tall masts, and this will affect you in the battle instance. You'll experience some heel in this ship. So let's go ahead and get lined up and do the speed test. We'll start with the wind to our back. It doesn't have the fastest giddy up. Okay, looks like we're topping out at 23, 22 knots with the wind directly behind us. And we'll start our turn. We'll turn to the left this time. Two points off of the wind, and we speed up nicely to 25 and 26. We'll go 2 more points. And we're up to 27, 26. Put the wind directly on our side. And we're back down to 25, 26. Now we'll start going into the wind a couple points. Slows down to 22, 21. Two more points in. And the speed drops down to 7 knots. 2 points off of dead into the wind. And we'll go dead into the wind. Maintaining 7 knots. Two points. Maintaining 7 knots. 3 points. And the speed starts to climb. Back into the teens. Looks like 3 points is going to get us up to about 17, maybe 16, 17. Yep. Now we'll go 4 points. back over 20. Looks like 21-20. Wind directly on our side. Speed is 24, 25. Let's get that wind directly on our side there. 24, 25. We're going to start heading back with the wind. Four points off of the wind directly behind us. And we're speeding up. 26, 27. Two points with the wind directly behind us. 26, 27. And then wind directly behind us. And it drops back down to 24, 23. All right, speed-wise, not the best. We never cracked 30 at any one of the regular checkpoints. It didn't even get close. The highest we got was 27 knots. I imagine with some mods and some perk selections, you could probably juggle yourself up over 30. That'd be something to experiment with in the game. But you can see as we get into these larger ships, they're going to be a little bit slower, you know. So let's go out and see if we can't find us a fight. I'm thinking the Renomé is the closest ranked opponent, other than maybe another LGV Refit. You're not going to see those sailed by AI in the shallow zone. Those will only be sailed by players. So let me hunt around, find an opponent. Okay, here we are. We've tagged a Renomé. Renomé has a battle rating of 38. We have a battle rating of 40. It's about our closest match in the shallow zones. Let's see how this goes. Battle rating 38 for the Renomé, and we have a battle rating of 40. So we're fairly comparably armed, same caliber, I believe. We'll load chain on the bows. We're looking pretty good as far as reloads. That was not a good shot. Now, as far as the 9-pounders, they have us outgunned. Hey, they're in pretty big trouble right now. Okay. Let's see what we got. Light sails, some ball ammo, some powder, and some gold. It was a shabby green teak oak, so it had some thickness and hit point buffs. It was a pretty good opponent. You can see that we got chopped up pretty good. They were comparably armed. They actually had more heavy guns than we did. They had 15 of the 9-pounders, and we only had 10. But then we have the 8 of the 2-pounders, which are effective up close, but at distance they're not too effective. So I also like having the bow chasers rather than the stern. You can always be chaining them, or you could be shooting ball at them, whatever your choice is. And that went pretty well considering. So yeah, I like this ship. Not so much for fighting other warships like the Renome, the Surprises, whatever's at this level of 40. You know, I think you start getting into the Surprise and other such ships that are close. It's not so much for that. It's the next clip, the next little bit of the video that's coming up that I like about this ship. Okay. Trader's Brig. This is what I like to do with this ship. Hunt trade ships. See how much lean it has with the wind on the side? Of course, that's under full sail, too. Man, caught on fire? Bogus. And there we go. Just sink them. And then take everything they got and put it in your hold. Arabian books, fur logs, saltpeter, provisions, white oak, and iron. That's only 380 out of 1K. So I could realistically hit 2 more traders and then haul all that loot back. What do we got for ball here? We got maybe enough to do 2 more traders. That's the thing, you got to make sure your load is optimized for hunting traders. But that's what I like to do with this ship is hunt trade ships. Take all their, just sink them. That way you get the XP, you get the extra reals for sinking a trade ship or a ship, just sinking a ship. XP and reals. So let's see what we get. Uh, 7,000 reals and 50 XP, which, you know, with the Requin, we weren't getting any XP because we were capping the ships. And we were getting far less reals because we weren't doing that much damage. We were just knocking down their sails, and then we would come up on them and board them and kill their crew. I don't know if you get how much XP you get for killing crew, but this way we get all the damage, which gives us reals and XP. We get all the loot, and then I can see where I want to take this. What do we get? We got Arabian books. Little Harbor, right nearby, is a pretty damn good price. Williams Bay had a slightly better price, but we'll take it to Little Harbor. We're right here. Little Harbor's right here. We'll just drop in and drop it off. It's right over there. That's the thing about the LGV Refit. It's the ultimate ship for hunting other trade ships, in my opinion. The Requin is nice and all because it's fast in all aspects of the compass. But this ship would do fine as long as you get that, that first chain volley, you really get a hold of them. So you knock them down, 20% or so. And if you get them knocked down to 20%, they're not going to get away. So that's what I like about the LGV Refit. It's my favorite ship for trader hunting, which I do a lot of because I need white oak and teak. And with the Requin, you can only do one at a time. This, I can go out, find a sweet spot in the area where there are a lot of trade ships and pop 3 of them, maybe 4, and fill my hold to the max and then bring it all back at one time. So, you know, you get all the bennies. You get the XP, you get the reals from sinking ships, and then you get all the goodies that are in the trade ships. There's another trader's brig, but it's French. So, the LGV Refit, one of the better trade ship hunters in the game, in my opinion.